So welcome back to the next video. So why are we in a red one, not a grey one? Well, we have a nice permission to use this beautiful near stock example of a 16 valve to have a side-by-side example of a 0 to 60, 0 to 100, maybe not that's naughty, just 0 to 60, between a near stock 16 valve and my 16 valve. So this is let's say a bone stock one, bar a track slide exhaust, because if you've got a 16 valve and you want it to sound good, you need a decent exhaust on it. So we'll get out with this, do some 0 to 60 runs, gently as you can. Stop if I break it, I've got to fix it. Book figure on these, bone stock 140 brake, 139 brake, 16 valve is 8.5 seconds. So that was measured years back. So we've got our timer gear on the car, so we'll run it out and we'll see what we can do. 0 to 60, hopefully get as close as we can to the stock time. So let's go. So we've got a few runs done in the 16 valve, and the best time we've got is 8.6. So for a book figure, 8.5, 8.6, pretty good. I'm happy with that. Car's doing what it's doing. Now I've got to put this back to its tweaked level, so the owner can have it back. And now let's move over to the grey one. So we'll have a quick technical interval, something like that. So 0 to 60 on the Mark II Golf. Before we get burdened with this and that, it is very hard to pinpoint the exact 0 to 60 of the Mark II Golf. It's 30 years ago. Timing gear was not the best 30 years ago. It's a lot better now. So I'm going to go off the brochure. Now the brochure for a 16 valve Golf says 139 brake, 7.9 seconds. That's what it says. There's also, if you Google it, it comes up with 8.5, 9. I've got some road tests that I've researched, found back in the day, which are stating VW stated 8 seconds, blah blah blah. So 7.9 to sort of 8.5 seconds, meet in the middle, 8.1, 8.2 kind of area. Now nowadays, the sort of international standard is 0 to 1 foot time. Now with drag racing, because obviously it all comes down to timing gear, drag racing. Top fuel drags have a massive wheel. Now the wheels cover 2 timing lights. Once they're both timed, as in they're covered, as soon as one uncovers, if this is the rear of the car, that's when the timing gear starts timing. Now the distance a top fuel drags can move before that second light is uncovered can be up to 1 foot. So normal standard now is timing gears like the draggy and everything else I use. It will give you a 0 to 60 of 8.5 seconds, for example. The actual 0 to 60 time, taking into account that foot, because it's the same gear, it's saying, the car's got to move before it picks up the signal that it's moved. So it's all worked out of software and stuff. So for an example, 8.5 seconds, actual 0 to 60 time could be 8.2, 8.3. It's a bit sort of different. So to keep it simple, 7.9, yes, is in the brochure. About 8 seconds we're looking at. 8.1, 8.2 for a stock 16 valve. Remember, it's 30 years old now. Different gearboxes, different engine wear. You can have 2 cars exactly the same. One's got slightly better compression than the other one. All sorts of stuff. So we're going for a ballpark here of about 8 seconds, 0 to 60, versus what my lovely car will do. Now, what we'll do now is just pass you over to our sponsors. That's you guys. Now, I like doing the YouTube stuff. You are my sponsors. You're the ones who keep me doing what I like doing. I have got a membership section set up, small cost per month, and with that I'll try and dedicate more stuff to people who pay the membership. Insights of what's going on, dedicated one-on-one help if you need it. Not a problem helping anyone, but I get so many people asking all the time. It's nice to sort of dedicate it, if you know what I mean. I mean, in a dream world, how many subscribers have I got? 3,300 subscribers. And imagine if every single one of you watching this, and if you're watching this, you're not subscribed, bang that button. That'd be much appreciated. But if every single person subscribed to my membership, I could actually give up work. my actual day job and do this full time. That'd be amazing. Dream world, obviously, but there's always things can happen. Anyway, back to the 0 to 60 in the grey one, which is a lot quicker than a stock one, as we know, but how much more? And not just 0 to 60, the rate it gets to that, and possibly beyond. Anyway, back to it. So we're out with the grey one on our 0 to 60, see what we can do. So if you're new to the channel, this is my Mk2, basically a 1.9 16 valve. As it stands now, 183 brake horsepower, 156 torque, sub 1,000 kilo car, same as the red one. A bit light in the red one maybe because it's a small bump, but not all any risks. So let's get out on the road and see what runs we can get in and see how quick we can get going.
So as we can see, top is stock but was modified. We're definitely shifting a bit more, which you'd expect anyway for the amount of work that's been done. And again, just a screenshot of obviously second gear max limit and about 10 mile an hour ahead, so it does shift along quite well. So we got our 0 to 60 runs. So this is a stock one. Now 0.08 slope, that's a pretty good slope. 8.52, but remember we're doing the 1 foot one, so we're at 8.1 seconds is what we're going for. I've got slightly different slope and we've got a 6.8 seconds, so 6.8 to 60 is what mine's doing. So an 8.1 seconds for stock and a 6.8 for modified, so we are, what's that, 1.3 seconds quicker. That's pretty quick. Like I say, you're going to limit yourself when you start to push 0 to 60 a lot, especially when you haven't got a diff. If you've got a diff, a lot more power. But at the end, you've got a light car, you just start wheel spin. I mean, my old 20 valve turbo, if I gripped, you get about, you're looking sub 5, but just wouldn't grip, it just smoked the tyres everywhere, which was very fun. So the 0 to 60 runs were pretty fun. Just noticed I've got Ivy coming through again. Stuff drives me nuts. So, yeah, good 0 to 60s. However, I broke it. Engine's fine. If you know the Mk2 Golf gearboxes, you can overchange or overspeed third gear. Went from second into third, got up the hill, went to change out of third. Nah, not happening. So what happens is where you've got third and fourth go across, you put it too far into third, and it jumps across some teeth and wedges in the sort of between third and fourth neutral position. It's not coming out, so the gearbox is not fun, but the gearbox was, what, 125,000 miles old. I stuck some oil in it, put some paint in it, changed the thrust bearing, and it's been fine for a while. It's been ticking in reverse for a while, but it's been fine. What, 2,000 miles with 180 odd brake going through it, so it's done well. Anyway, I'll sort that. Another one, I'll probably pull it out at some point and then find out what's actually wrong with it. But anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you like the video. Click subscribe, and like I say, drop in the comments for the patron or the membership subscription if you want to, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers for watching. Bye.